Ready? So see, Agnes. Yeah, cool. So right now it's recorded session, and yeah, and we and there will be some of the exercises which, for whatever reason, we will always invite you to fully come into these sessions. And due to some reason, if you cannot come, let us know. But there will be a recording for that particular scenarios. And if you have
Well,
any trouble, sorry.
sorry, just a note on that one. The practices we never record. So if you actually can't make it, that's really a bit of an issue, because you're going to be skipping the practice and there's no way you can see the practice, right? Because when we send you in breakout rooms and you do that in groups, then that's kind of lost in your experience. So we do encourage you to really, really make it every day that we have the live session, because that's where the most practice is going to be. Thank you. Sorry.
Thanks, Agnes, for this clarification. And then if you have any problem or any difficulty on tempo, Ruth is the person to write, and she will definitely help you in that line. And the question is what we're gonna do today. So today it will be like really the first thing is to really get connected with each other and try to know each other. And then also to clarify our mutual expectations, actually, what you have already wrote out, but we will sort out together as a team. And then agree how we will work together in this workshop, which will be the key. And this is the main 3 lines we want to work. And we will try our best to keep all the session in 1 hour, 15 minutes timeline. Well, by saying that,
Yeah.
Agnieszka, you want to take the mic?
Yes, and I just wanted to add one thing. Like, basically today we're setting the foundations for this space, right? And that is equivalent to what you're going to be doing the first time you're going to be meeting, right, with your mentee. So just have that in mind. How do you, set the foundations of something? And how much time do you usually take? Just be curious about yourself. How do you usually do it when you start a new relationship, a new meeting, a new adventure? How do you take that space, and how comfortable are you with that? Okay, cool. So let's jump right in. We want to ask you 2 questions, and you're all going to be answering. And just let me copy them in the chat so that you all have them. Here's the chat. So, yeah, Mansoor, I'll just write them in the chat so that we actually see everyone. We can keep seeing each other's faces. Did you put gallery view so that you just don't see our big faces but see everyone? That's maybe the best. If you go to view on the, on the top right corner. Okay, so there are the 2 questions. And so each one of you is going to answer this question. And then when you're done answering those 2 questions, you pass the ball, the virtual ball, to one of the others in the room. So you just call someone's name, right? And that person is going to come online, just answer those 2 questions and pass the ball to someone else. Any question on the questions? All right. So who wants to volunteer as the first one? Stephanie, it looks like you.
I can go.
Okay, you go then.
Years of experience, 5. I started as an admin manager, and then now I'm at the C level. And what does MSF need right now? I'm very concerned because of we're struggling to find expats to be deployed in the field. So I think there needs to be, and I mean, I think it's ongoing, a questioning on whether we should just stop growing, given the challenge to be able to recruit enough staff to be deployed in the field.
Right.
And I pass the ball to Ala.
Thank you and welcome, by the way, Teresa. And I just wanted to say that Caitlin just got in. And I wanted to say, Caitlin, hello, and thank you for making it. Yes, great that you can put your video on. So we're just doing an intro round. And so we're asking everyone to, do you see the 2 questions in the chat? Because those 2 are those we are asking everyone to answer. If you don't see them, Caitlin, I'm just posting them again. Right, so now, yes, cool, fantastic. So how we're doing that is that we're passing a virtual ball. So now Teresa just answered those 2 questions. She was the first one to go, and she's just passed the ball to
Ala.
Yes, okay. So go, Ala.
Okay, hello everyone. It's nice to see you. So I'm Ala from Kyrgyz Mission. I'm Mission HR Manager. So I'm 8 years with MSF. And thank you, Teresa, you mentioned that we don't have enough experts. So what MSF needs is to make procedure to become national staff experts more easier, more transparent and understandable, okay? That's it. So I will give my to Colette. Are you ready?
Thank you, Ala. Yeah, I have been working with MSF for 11 years now. So I started as a medical doctor and activity manager, medical activity manager, and then deputy medical coordinator, and then medical coordinator. So I have been medical coordinator for a bit more than 6 years now. So for me, the same idea that MSF wanted to have more experts on the ground, more staff, not expert, more staff on the ground. So I can say also to maintain this staff on the ground. It's not only to have a number, but to maintain them, that they need to be get a long-term working on the ground. When I say long-term, but to fit on the mission length. That is my idea for now. Thank you.
Thank you, welcome. And who do you pass the ball to?
Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna pass the ball to, let's see, more people. To Stefano.
Thank you, Colette. Hi, nice to meet you. I have 20 years of experience with MSF. I'm Stefano. I'm currently working in the international office HR on the rewards review project. And after 20 years, I'm not sure I can say what MSF needs in one word, but I think if I can choose 2, I think MSF needs reflection and change at the same time, both, and I think they go together. So having said that, I will pass the ball to Maria Sole.
So hello everybody, I'm Maria Sole. I work as a HR Dev Mio for MSF OCB. Before I was in the field as an HR L&D manager and then HR coach. I was selected by MSF Italy in September 2016. Before I was with other NGOs as a program manager. I agree with Stefano, it's quite difficult to, in one word or 2 words. For me, he's basically related to my work, support the capacity of our team in the field and enforce the capacity in terms of management of our colleagues and the inclusivity. Definitely, so cross-culture, maintaining our vision of being without borders in general.
Thank you. And who do you want to pass the virtual ball to?
And how many years? First, you didn't say total years.
Total years. I started in September 2016. So almost 5 years and Kumi. I think I passed the ball to Kumi.
Hello everyone, My name is Kumi. I'm a pharmacist. I started MSF in 2014, and I had some blank, and also I tried the different NGOs also. So I kind of have a little bit of idea that what MSF is missing, but at the same time, MSF is a emergency organization, and they when we open, we want to close. So that's the part of it. But I do think we need a little bit more continuity, like especially national staff always fear when they will lose their jobs, and that also makes us like all the things we have done just disappear at once and anytime. So it's difficult, but I think it's somehow we will need to commit a little bit longer term. So that's it from my side, and I will pass my ball to Yana.
Yeah, thank you, Kumi. Hello to everybody. My name is Jana. I've been working with MSF for 3 years now, and I have a background in learning and development. And what MSF needs now, I have 2 words, so less politics. And I pass on to Samuel, please.
Thank you, Jana. Thank you. I have 4 years with MSF. So I haven't been in the field in a while, but I remain a very active association member, and I'm hoping to be able to use this opportunity to pass some of the I'd say humble little knowledge I have on to other people. I would say something that's a little bit along the line of Matsuda-san, that we need more continuity, and also, as Ella said, you know, it's important, I think, that we give more responsibility to national staff, and that we support them more so that they can keep doing the work. You know, there's a high turnover of expats, and I think this is something that we know is a problem, but I don't see MSF having addressed that much in the last year. I'm going to pass the ball to Caitlin. Hello, Caitlin.
Had to find my own face to unmute. Hi, everyone. I'm Caitlin. I've been with MSF since 2014, which I guess makes about 8-9 years now. I took a little break for a year, but now I'm doing a short-term contract with OCB before I return to my life here in Australia. And I guess I think MSF now, I mean, echoing a lot of what a lot of you have already said, some openness to change. I see a lot of people who've, you know, in the year and a bit that I've been out, who seem very tired and lacking energy and lacking kind of energy to innovate, and who are perhaps caught up in all the politics of it all, or blah, blah, blah. But I think we need some openness to change, and some energy to push it forward, because yeah, that's what I think is lacking at the moment.
And who are you passing?
Oh, true. Sorry. I'm going to pass to, who shall I nominate? Jody. Or did she already go and I missed her at the beginning?
Hi. No, I haven't gone yet. Yeah, so my name's Jody. I started with MSF in 2010, so not always on mission. I guess that's 11 years. I think I agree with a lot of the comments that people have made. And so just to summarize, I would say some HR reform. And I will pass the ball to Ruth. Has Ruth gone?
And how many years, Judy, you said?
Since 2010, so 11 years.
11, thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Ruth. I've been with Médecins Sans Frontières since 2014, so 7 years, based in the Sydney office. Background in law and nursing, but I'm not doing either with MSF, but they always help inform what we do. I think there's so much to love about MSF. I like it's part of a big, crazy, dysfunctional family that's also very productive. So yeah, I love what I do, and I love being in this organization. I agree that we're a bit too political. I think it's great that we have a lot of debates, but I think they can get too political sometimes. And one thing I do think that maybe hasn't come up yet is I'd like to see, from an HQ perspective, more collaboration between operations and fundraising, just to get that shared understanding of where the dollars come from and valuing our donors. So taking a donor-centric approach to what we do as well. Thank you. And I'll pass to Barbara. Have you had a go?
No, I didn't.
Didn't think so. Thanks, Barbara.
My name is Barbara, and I'm working since around 20 years for MSF. I'm based at the moment in Geneva in the headquarters. I'm the peer learning referent. And the background kind of, I mean, my background is nurse, so completely different than what I did before. And in one word, what does MSF need right now? I think it's the reflection, but it's not only the reflection, it's also then to put clearly in place what comes out of the reflection and then how to put it in place. And I would put the ball to Isaac.
Yes, how are you everyone? I hope my internet will manage you guys here in Uganda. It's a bit tricky. So I joined MSF since 2008. Now it's coming to 13 years, even though I had a break for 1 year, but total is 13 years. And my background is engineering, and I'm a logistic coordinator. So I joined MSF as a national staff for 2.5 years, and then since 2011, I've been an expert up to now. Now I'm in between the mission to South Sudan, I think next month as a local. So I think MSF, what it needs now is, first of all, to retain the staff that they have, so that we don't have these gaps we see in the field almost every time. But this is how, and I think maybe with this discussion, we might see what best can be done with MSF. Okay, so I don't know, maybe Jehan, have you said something? I don't know.
Myself. Thank you, Isaac. My name is Jehan, and like you, I've been with MSF for 13 years. And also like you, I started with a national contract. I have been working mostly in communications and advocacy with MSF, and I have a background in literature and French philosophy. At the moment, I'm the general director of our branch office here in Lebanon, where also like you, Isaac, I don't know how stable the internet will be. So I'm just flagging this. What MSF needs right now is evolution.
Anyone that hasn't spoken yet?
I think everybody spoke, no? Yeah, I passed the ball to Hazan. If I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, please let me know.
Hi, everyone. Well, my name is always a topic in any meeting or any training, so I'm used to it. My name is Hajan. I think the problem is in the spelling. That's why no one can get it. And anyway, it's not a common name. So I also started as a national staff from Iraq in 2016. So it's been like 5 years. And now I'm actually already a pharmacist mentor. So I'm really interested to see the mentoring that I do compared to the mentoring that I'm supposed to do as a volunteer. And that's what actually interests me to join the workshop in the first place. What MSF needs, I mean, when I joined, I had a discussion with my supervisor, and it was about the HR critical, looking at it and then do something about it. But it's been same discussion, and it's what everyone else is almost saying. So I guess this is one thing that we really have to do. And what really need to do right now is being flexible. Like my biggest complaint after my last mission in my debriefings was MSF always asks us to be flexible, but MSF itself is not flexible. So this is something that I think we will have to work on. Yeah. I think that's all of us now.
Yes, so I guess it's me and Mansoor. Mansoor, I'll introduce myself and I'll leave the word then to you as the last. And yeah, so my name is Agnese, Italian but living in Norway. Of course, I mean, if you want to know a bit more about us as we're the facilitators, please ask anytime you want. But in short, I've been recruited by Stefano Manfredi in 2009. And since then, so it's what, 11 years more or less, I've been an expert and then working with MSF Norway, mostly with mentoring and then with coaching. And so then what MSF needs right now, I think, is that sort of peer support and a community in which things can be unpacked in a safe space, and that we can reach out to others as us that have been in the same position and allow for that healthy doubting oneself and growing and making mistakes to actually be part of who we are and of MSF and of our professional lives. So yeah. Thank you, Mansoor.
Hello, excuse me.
Yes.
Excuse me, this is Ayuko, but I didn't talk, actually.
Okay, go, Ayuko.
Go ahead.
Hey. Thank you, Ayuko. Yes.
Sorry. My name is Ayuko. Yes. So how can I make the screen bigger? I can. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, do you see me? Yeah. Okay. So my name is Ayuko, and then my first mission was in 2011. But sometimes I'm on and off with MSF. So I think now I have at least 7 or 8 years in the field with MSF. So since last year, I started working in Japan. So now I'm working in Japan. So yes, and then so what does MSF need right now? But I think is we need to fill the gap between HQ and the field. So what I see is that sometimes the field have some opinion, but we cannot accept all. But also the HQ has some another opinion, but sometimes it's very difficult to. Well, I was in the medical coordinator. I was a medical coordinator, and then it's very difficult to coordinate with this in between. So, okay, thank you. That's all.
Cool. Thank you very much, Ayuko. And if I may say, well, I joined back MSF in 2005 as a national staff, and my first assignment was a translator, and then this love affair with MSF never stopped, and I was roaming here and there. So quite 12 years of field missions, and I start fall in love with the mentoring and coaching. So by going same like you guys, you came as in a mentoring workshop, and I have recently joined Hub in September as a coordinator. So, and yes, what MSF needs, I think diversity and equality, like to have everybody have equal possibility. It's not a matter of international staff or local staff, just one equality. Yeah, and by saying that, if I may round up the things, like, wow, I was asking how many years a couple of times, so it's a huge experience in this whole team. Like I was doing the math, so we have in total, all of us, 169 years of experience in this group. So it's not about that we are gonna teach you something now. It's about more, all of us are resourceful person, and we're gonna knit together this 169 years of experience and sharing, gathering, and together we're gonna run this workshop. Cool. By saying that, Agnese, you wanna edit something, or just I flow into the next level? Cool. So I will just share with you my screen. Give me a second. Where is it's not sharing actually. Just a second. Yeah. So can you see my screen? Just raise the thumb. Okay, I can see that. Well, so these were the things like we have asked you in during the Tembo introduction, that what you really want to get out of this workshop, you know. So I try to simplify all the things actually. So, well, you can just read. I will give you 30-60 seconds if you just can go through. I'm not going to read very quickly. Okay, so, well, like, I think what your expectation in a nutshell, of course, all this course is gonna definitely offer you, like, we're really gonna hold this space here where there will be a lot of practice, there will be a lot of theory, so which is gonna totally cover all of the key points what you have mentioned here. And also, like all of you are a resourceful person. You already know what mentoring is in a deep inside of you. So what we're gonna do, that we're gonna create this space and facilitate this space that it can be really tagged in what experience you have, and to give a bit of frame of that, how to do a mentoring. But don't forget that you have already all these skills exist, that, you know, and it's not a rocket science actually. And also, like, in terms of like, it's a learning space and everybody is resourceful. So I will invite all of you to really step in and ask the question and share the knowledge and information with each other into that, you know. Yeah. So is there anything any one of you want to add in this line which has not said before or written before? Any new expectation? Should I add in that one?
Sorry, I just wanted to say, I don't know if everyone is seeing it, but I see also, like, you know, the presenters sharing. So I see your notes and your, and yeah, just not to confuse anyone, like, you're just supposed to see the slides. So, and also what I wanted to say is that, yes, practice is going to be really crucial to this path, because what we want is really for you to experience the skills that we really think you already have in this setting, right? So, yes, if you are for practice, you're in the right place. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe if you could, yeah, you can just stop sharing. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Any question? Otherwise, we can just move on, or addition. And you can just take the mic or write it in the chat.
There is something. No. Okay. Cool. So then we move on, like, from our side, but we say that, like, what are our expectation, you know. So we will request you to allow us to really take you in this whole process actually of the workshop, you know, and be open for that. And like, when you're open, so that's where learning happens, you know. So, and that's where your influence will come into that. And then take the learning, you know, and if something doesn't work for you and doesn't resonate with you, just leave behind. And what is not useful, you know, we are not forcing you to take everything. So take what you really like it, or what resonate with you. And also, like, allow for yourself, but also for others as well, like, what they need from it, you know. So it's like, it's not about only us, it's about everybody. We are working together into that. And just like we come with just an intention to really create this learning space, and we have a good intention in a nutshell. So please assume that to make this workshop more as a learning space. So by saying that, is there any question or anything on our expectation that which is not resonate with you, or anything? Okay, so Agnes, you want to add something, or?
No, just one thing, maybe, yes. That really we mean it when we say take the learning and leave behind what is not useful, right? Like, that part of, like, digesting whatever we throw at you is yours, and you got to own it. You know what you need, what's your next medicine, what's your next stretch, and what you just don't need, and you drop it. And in doing that, you're allowing for others to do the same, also your mentees. So not so much attachment on what you propose and bring to the room, they are going to have to then digest and take whatever they want. So I guess you're starting to see that whatever we do, it's a bit of a mirroring of what you're going to be experiencing. So always keep that kind of, yeah, like synchronicity of the two paths of what you're going to be going through here and what you're going to be, you know, experiencing with your mentee in a relationship. Cool. Yes.
Cool. Then in the next line, what we're gonna do that we're gonna go in some of the breakout rooms, and we have some questions for you to work that out. And these are the questions. Actually, I'm gonna share into the chat as well these questions. So number one, like what atmosphere do we want actually? And the second one, like how we do get there, and how we will know that when we have it, and what does it look like? And then the third one, like what will we do if things don't go as planned? Point number 1 and 2 actually. So this will be the small exercise, and what we ask from you actually, that in your plenary, that try to assign somebody who's gonna report back actually. And when we will come back into the main plenary, that do not try to repeat the same thing which is already sent, trying to bring a new point into that line. And if anything does not work and you have to really urgently come back, so you can come back to the main session and we will sort out that. Agnese, anything more you want to add on that line of the breaking groups?
Just have in your mind again that this is the first session you're going to have with your mentees also, right? So the first thing you're going to be doing is going to be deciding how to work together. Have an explicit agreement, because we always have agreements, whether they're explicit or not. And we're just going to learn now to put it on the table and see what is it that we're actually expecting from one another, and how we're expecting to show that, to carry that. And what if that doesn't go as planned? Because always things don't go as planned. That's like normality. It's not an exception, right? Okay, cool. Shall I just send you guys, if you don't have any question, to the rooms? Any question? Can you maybe stop sharing so I can see all of them if they have questions before I send them out?
Okay.
No questions. You all look like.
And Agnese, if I might, how long do we have for this?
7 minutes, sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be fast, and then you're gonna have 1 minute to come back. And you're gonna be 4 people in each room, so it's a quick touch. 7 minutes is gonna be really fast.
Sorry, can you quickly repeat? Sorry, my computer is making a lot of noise. Sorry for this noise. So I didn't catch what we are supposed to do. Sorry.
You have 3 questions in the chat. You're going to go in groups and discuss around these questions with your fellow, soon-to-be mentors. So they're going to help you in that space as well, if they got it. You're just going to have to discuss and come back with what you felt were like the things you really want to share with the others. The things that came out for you as, okay, these are important to remember. But you're going to do it for this group. Like, how are we going to create a safe space to learn in this group for these next 2 weeks? All good? Kumi, did you get my answer? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, you guys. See you in a bit. You guys? What's happening? Okay, Isaac, I sent you in a room with the other device, on your other device. You have 2 accounts. Okay, wait a sec. You're logged in with 2 devices. And Jody, why are you not in room 2? I'll send you now. recording again. So I'm recording this. We lost the bit we did together, but at least it's written in the PowerPoint. Sorry for that, guys, especially for who's absent, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So yes, we're going into a Q&A right now, and some just info we need to share. We're also gonna always stay after the live session time, an extra half hour or whatever you need to be there for questions. So, you know, if you feel like putting it in your calendar and you know you have it and you maybe have space for it, or you can also ask questions in the forum that we have on Tembo. We get notified by email, so it's very easy for us also to follow up on those questions. So yeah, just choose your way to reach out. Don't go around with questions. It doesn't help the group. It doesn't help anyone. Yeah, cool. Mansoor, you wanna take it?
Yeah. Any question and answers from your side, guys? Answer we will do, but question you have to bring, if there is any.
The answers too. I believe they do have a lot of answers.
This is just a really practical question. Well, we don't have anything tomorrow, do we? Is that right? I've got nothing in my calendar tomorrow. Yeah,
okay, how about, you're absolutely right. Shall we just go through the info we need to share and then open?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay, well, like in terms of info, we have, like, for example, that if there is any question coming later, for example, after this session, there is always a possibility that you can write up your question in Tembo, and we are always aware there, and we will try to respond you back in very quickly. And I already said we will share the Tembo slides with you. And also, like, please fill out this GDPR form, which is in the Tembo. Actually, when you log in, it's in the start. It's very important. Then we are aware that people who have already signed into that. And in the Zoom call, we will stay open for 30 minutes, but already Agnes has said. And and also we will answer you. And also, if you want from your side to connect more and create your own space, you are very welcome to start some kind of social media group, like a WhatsApp group or something. But with this, what we let you to do it on your own. We are not going to create, but we definitely encourage to have that community space. So please feel free to do that.
And just one note there, sorry. If you do want maybe to do that space, maybe someone should take the lead and say, okay, I can create the group, please send all the phone numbers to me or something, right? So maybe this is the moment, and you're gonna have maybe after we just go through this, a moment to do that, to decide if you want to do it. And I also just want to flag that possibly in July, we're going to be launching a community of practice for mentors. So then that's going to be open to all mentors, not just you guys, but everyone from all different OCs, all different programs. And there you can also just have that greater support and network. So imagine how many years in there, like if it's 170 almost here, imagine in that community how many years worth of experience you can find. And I please encourage you to use it, because we spent so much time and energy in creating it, and that's because every
Did we lose her?
I lost it, Miss. I think we lost your last 20 seconds.
No,
I think
I was.
You have to replay.
And feeling the community. Okay. It was
okay. Yeah.
Promoting.
And if you can't join a plenary, please inform us. And especially for the practice round. And Thursday and the next week, Tuesday, we asked you to make a separate appointment with other participants if you can't join it. So please remember that. And tomorrow is a self-study day. And we will see you on Wednesday on the book appointments. You have already this Zoom invitation for you. By saying that, is there any more question or clarification what I said it?
I have a question. Sorry.
Okay, Jihan, Teresa, and then Samuel. Go.
So tomorrow is a study day. And will we receive, maybe I did and I didn't see it, but will we receive any email regarding to that or how to work on that?
Yes, you should have received an email to log in Tembo, where the course is actually hosted. You're gonna see all the like self-paced material that we've posted in there. If you have any issue, please contact Ruth. She's the one usually sending out the emails. And if not, even just one of us. It's all good, but do log in because otherwise, because a lot of the theory people is in those paced modules. And then you come sort of here to do the practice and kind of eviscerate gleaning every wisdom out of it. So, that's the complementarity of it. So it's really kind of key that you do that. Jihan, you had a question and then we go for Samuel, right?
So my question, thank you. My question, it was Mansoor, you said something about Thursday and something, but it cut, so I didn't hear. And then the second thing is, even if not now, would it be possible at some point, maybe towards the end, to know what are the formal phases of mentoring evolution? So, or is this a 2-week course and we're good? Or is there something more, like just to understand the trajectory of this, if there is one? So thank you.
So yeah, I can answer both actually. Thursday and Tuesday next week is basically practice days in which really like it makes a big difference if you can't make it. So we just ask you to then either really let us know in advance so we can make or help you make another arrangement with other participants to get that practice in another time. And then your question, I guess, is then about let's say the life of the mentor within MSF, right? So then this is our kind of opening ceremony for you in the world of mentoring, right? And then there's all what we call the continuous professional development. There was a decision not to go into seeing how the mentors perform, right? But instead, a choice to provide any means possible for you guys to develop and have self-reflection. So then that's why we have in place things like webinars, the community of practice that potentially you heard or not me talking about. And then we have group supervision, which is smaller groups of mentors that kind of come together and discuss dilemmas and different things. And then there's like the mentoring cafe that you're probably going to start receiving already like emails about. And that's a kind of routine meeting open to everyone to discuss, never recorded, just like show up. It's every month or not. It's up to you. It's always there. And different topics are talked about. So that's more or less like what you can expect moving forward. You also have a mentoring program. In this case, it's me, you're so lucky. And so then you could always come to me with any question or suggestion on what you feel your needs are. And if they're not met, then we can even think of solutions together, right? So this is an environment in which you're really asked to show up. Not just here in these 2 weeks, but like continuously afterwards until you're active, until you feel like you can. Cool. Any questions? Sorry, I say cool all the time, but it is cool. Yeah, Colette, I see your hand up.
Yeah. I just want to know when you will post the document for the training on Tembo, because I'm not familiar in using Tembo. So I want to make sure that I will get all the documents and so on. So I don't know if you already sent something or not.
We did. So yeah, you should have received an email with the link to log in, and then it's all on Tembo. Like you should be able to then understand what you need to do.
Okay.
Might you be able to share your screen and just show us? Because I've had a wee look around and I can't find the documents on I'm logged into the mentoring workshop.
They're not open yet. Thank you.
Voila, that's right. Yeah, gotcha.
Because yes, we're gonna have to
gotcha.
basically upload the session of today and
cool.
the PowerPoints of today, and then open access, right?
Okay.
No,
Okay.
sorry, that's not true. No, that's not true. That's just for the day before. For the day coming, you should have access as we finish this session. Yeah.
Okay, I will. Maybe I will discuss it with Ruth on. I think by email. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Because I can't share my screen. Sorry, it's just because I have different access, and so I see everything already. So it wouldn't help.
I can, if somebody is having problem with Tembo, and they can reach to me and I can help, because I was able to find everything and it was really easy. So if you want, you can just let me know.
Okay.
Thank you. If you don't have any other question, like burning question, maybe we can give you some time now to see if there's anyone that wants to create a WhatsApp group or whatever that's going to be, and take the lead on that. And or if you have questions.
Yeah. You are free to ask anything, you know. So
Maria Sole, go.
I mean, if you feel to send me your mobile phone, I'm going to create the WhatsApp groups, and as well as Jeanne, if you need some support for Tembo, just let me know, definitely. And I'm going to put in the chat my email address of the MSF one. No worries. I'm not going to sell your numbers. Huh? I will keep just to create the group.
We should put that into our mutual agreement.
No. It's just that. So if you feel by tonight, tomorrow morning, I'm going to start to create the group.
And Teresa, I was just thinking maybe it's easier if you send them all to the email of Maria Sole then.
Teresa, I have just shared my email address of MSF, the formal one, and all of you guys, you can send me by email your mobile phone. That way, yeah.
All right, we're about to close. So any last remark you want to say before you go off? We close the opening. We're closing the opening. Anything you want to say to close the opening?
Thank you, Agnes and Mansour. Oh, sorry, I'm cutting someone, but thank you, because it's been a nice start, I think. So I'm sure we'll find the right energy for the next couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.